Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley reaches out to unhappy people this Christmas. Savannah Chrisley struggled and seemed unhappy this Christmas, so she reached out to others who felt sad. Naturally, the former Chrisley Knows Best star's mind was on the incarceration of Todd and Julie Chrisley. They just spent their first Christmas behind bars, so the days of pranking and joking through the festive season have gone now. Savannah Chrisley struggles with unhappiness. Birthdays and holidays can't be easy for families with relatives and loved ones in prison. For Todd and Julie, the holidays are not a happy time. Despite federal prisons making an effort for inmates, the memories of happier days make it hard. Knowing that they could be inside for a combined 19 years must feel devastating. Savannah Chrisley felt sad because she wasn't able to feel very thankful this Thanksgiving, so they planned a celebration without the usual traditions. However, friends saved the day and the Chrisley Knows Best kids were able to spend time at Brittany Aldean's holiday home. However, it sounds like Christmas wasn't a very cheerful time. USA Network alums Todd and Julie in prison this Christmas. This time last year, Lindsay Chrisley, who reunited with her estranged father, spent time with Julie and Todd ahead of them reporting to prison. It was a bittersweet time for the family. USA Network fans reached out to try and comfort Chase, Savannah, Chloe, Kyle, Lindsay, and Nanny Faye. Not everyone thinks their parents had a fair trial, and many people are shocked by the severity of the sentencing. Savannah Chrisley got through Grayson's 17th birthday without her parents, and she managed to survive Easter, but by Christmas she felt down according to people who cited her Instagram stories. The Chrisley Knows Best alum told followers that she didn't feel happy, and she reminded them it's okay to not jump on the happy wagon. That came when she said that she did some shopping for ingredients to recreate her mom's lunch. Savannah Chrisley reaches out to unhappy people. In a second story, the reality TV star said to other unhappy people at Christmas, "It's not clear how many sad people made their way to the house to spend time without forced Christmas cheer." What are your thoughts? Do you agree that it's okay to admit to not feeling good at Christmas? What about Savannah Chrisley throwing open her house for those who needed a space to chill and not pretend to be full of joy? It was Christmas Eve in Nashville, and Savannah Chrisley had just finished decorating her apartment. Twinkling lights cast a soft glow, wrapping everything in warmth. But Savannah couldn't ignore the messages she had been receiving, especially during this holiday season. Her inbox was filled with heartfelt, sometimes heartbreaking, notes from fans feeling lonely, isolated, or simply down. Some were struggling with family issues, others with finances, and a few were simply burdened by the weight of the holiday expectations. Savannah knew she couldn't fix every problem, but she could offer something: compassion, kindness, and maybe a bit of hope. Savannah thought back to her own family struggles and the roller coaster of emotions that had come with it. The Chrisley family's ups and downs had been laid bare on television for everyone to see. Savannah had felt vulnerable and sometimes even embarrassed. But over time, she realized that sharing her family's struggles had resonated with people. This year, despite everything, she felt grateful for the moments that had shaped her and her family and wanted to spread some encouragement. Taking a deep breath, she sat down with her laptop, determined to write something meaningful. She began typing, "Hey y'all, this time of year can be tough for so many, and I just want you to know you're not alone. I'm sending love, light, and strength your way. I know from personal experience that life isn't always easy, and you don't have to pretend to be happy just because it's Christmas. Sometimes reaching out is the best gift you can give yourself." The words felt right, and she quickly posted the message to her social media. Almost immediately, messages started rolling in. Some thanked her for the reminder, while others shared stories of their own hardships. The response was overwhelming and touched Savannah deeply. The next few hours passed in a blur as she read through the messages, tears occasionally welling up in her eyes. The stories were raw and real, and each person had reached out with the hope that anyone, would listen. As the night went on, Savannah had an idea. She picked up her phone and dialed her friend Casey, who worked with a local charity. "Casey, what if we did something for people who are struggling this Christmas? I know we're short on time, but maybe we could put together some care packages or even do a little video call with folks who need a pick-me-up." Casey didn't hesitate. "Savannah, I love it. I know some people who'd really appreciate that. Let's do it. Within hours, Savannah's living room was filled with care packages, each one thoughtfully prepared with handwritten notes, a cozy blanket, and a small, personalized gift. She enlisted her brother Chase to help her assemble everything, and they worked into the early hours of the morning, laughing and bickering in true sibling fashion. Despite the exhaustion, Savannah felt a sense of purpose that she hadn't felt in a long time. Christmas morning dawned, and as Savannah logged onto the video call with the first group of people Casey had connected her with, she felt a surge of nervousness. How could she possibly say anything that would make a difference? But as each face appeared on her screen, her fears melted away. The people in front of her were kind, genuine, and grateful. They shared their stories, and Savannah listened with compassion, offering words of encouragement and sharing stories of her own. One woman named Linda, a single mom struggling to make ends meet, thanked Savannah tearfully. "It's been so hard, you know. But seeing your message made me feel like someone out there cares. It means the world to me." Savannah felt a lump in her throat. "Linda, you're amazing. You're doing the best you can, and that's enough. You're enough. Please don't forget that. Christmas isn't about perfection, it's about love. And I promise, love is all around you, even if it doesn't always feel that way." By the end of the day, Savannah had connected with dozens of people, each one leaving her feeling a little more inspired. Her heart felt full in a way it hadn't before, and she knew this was the best Christmas gift she could have received, the opportunity to make a difference, however small, in someone else's life. Later that evening, Savannah gathered her family around, sharing stories of the people she had spoken to. Todd Chrisley, her father, looked at her with a mixture of pride and admiration. "Savannah, I've watched you grow up and do a lot of things, but today you really made me proud. This world needs more of that, more heart." Savannah blushed, but her heart swelled with joy. "I just feel like everyone deserves to feel like they matter. I didn't know how much of a difference just listening could make." Julie, her mother, hugged her tightly. "You gave people something they'll remember, Savannah. Sometimes the best gifts aren't the ones you can buy, they're the ones you give from here." She placed a hand over Savannah's heart. As the Chrisley family settled into the evening, Savannah's phone buzzed with another message. It was from Linda, the single mom she had spoken with that morning. "Thank you, Savannah. I wanted to tell you that I'm taking the kids out to see the Christmas lights tonight. I wasn't going to, but I decided they deserve to feel the magic too. Thanks for reminding me of that." Savannah smiled, a warmth spreading through her. She looked around at her family, at the cozy lights in her apartment, and felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. She might not have been able to fix everyone's problems, but she'd done something. She'd reminded them they weren't alone, that someone cared. And in a world that often felt cold, maybe that was the most important thing of all. That Christmas, Savannah didn't receive expensive gifts or lavish surprises, but she went to bed with a peaceful heart. She knew that somewhere out there, people were feeling a little less alone, a little more hopeful, and maybe even a little happier. And that to her was the true magic of Christmas.